Ah. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. This is Fiercestbard. Hello, welcome to the most happiest art stream out there.
Time for the poll.
Is it? Is it already? Is it time for polls already?
Do the funny thing.
Do the funny thing. Why do the funny thing?
Do both polls. Do the
Both?
Uma Musume poll and also.
Oh, you know, I did pull Uma Musume earlier. Yeah, because I remembered you told me like every day there was like a free 10 polls. I just kind of did it. I actually got
You get the ears off it?
no, I didn't get the new banner character, but I got like one of the wedding characters. Like that I didn't have, I guess. I don't know. I have so many more carrots than I remember having, like 20,000 more. Have you just been playing on my account that much?
Not all the time.
Not all the
It's just
time.
when you pick up snacks. I
Oh,
have to take my phone. I play on your account.
oh, I see. Okay,
Oh, it's another one.
you did? What'd you get?
What do you want? I bought a rainbow.
But yeah. Today we're arting more. We're arting more.
Shower. Halloween outfit.
Oh, didn't you want that one or no? Oh, you didn't really care about?
It's so nice to get.
Yeah.
I think the one that people wanted was the mummy.
Oh. Okay, yeah. But yeah.
So it's gonna do
We're working on this fan art of Mint did it today. Today.
I'm very disappointed that because there's a new banner.
Is there?
Yeah,
Oh, for what?
for there's the New Year Arugurara.
Uh-huh.
Sakura.
Oh.
But the thing is that that's not included in the temple.
Oh, really?
It's only for the spotlight one,
Oh, boo.
or for the old one.
Boo.
Ooh.
Boo to not including free polls for everything. But yeah, I just realized I needed to add some lines in certain places so that it's not overly too simplistic. And then I guess I'm gonna have to do some coloring here today. But I don't know. I was thinking about doing some polls later for Nikkei, because they have everybody's I guess new favorite character, Velvet. She's out, even though she doesn't have the bunny costume that everybody likes.
But it's in the gacha.
It's in the gacha, but you know how some people are, right? Hey, no, miss, what's up? How you doing? Like some people don't wanna have to pay for it because they don't wanna, you know, like rightfully so, right? Like, yeah, I mean, they will be enticed to spend money on the game, but not everybody's like a spender on gacha games, right?
I used to be.
Eagle, what's up? It should have been default. Freak them. You know what? I guess you're right. You're right. It should have been the default, the bunny outfit. Well, I think I mean, storyline wise, that's probably not her default outfit, right? But like, yeah,
You don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, what's up? How you doing?
Feeling about Velvet.
Yeah, how is everyone feeling about Velvet right now, you know? I've been hearing some stuff about how Velvet is actually a really good complement for win teams. As the off burst character. So if you have a full wind team, right, then you want her as the character that is in your not burst spot on the 5th character and stuff like that. So that's what I've been hearing. Lots of buffs for Nayuta team, as well as you know, Little Mermaid and stuff like that. So that's what I've been hearing. I'm not an expert at this, so I don't know if it's true, but I did see someone's video and they did the tests and it seemed to be working for them. So
Oh my goodness. It's not even for you. That's very good. What?
but yeah, like maybe in a little bit, if we get some of this line work done, we go and we make some polls. Maybe in a little bit.
That's the rule. You have to finish your art.
I gotta do my homework first.
Or else your mom's gonna be mad.
We all gotta do our homework first before we go play Nintendo.
What homework did you not finish on time?
What homework did I not finish? Oh my goodness. What homework did... It's easier for me to say what homework I did finish on time, I feel like. I totally was not a math student at all. I was not a math student. I sucked at math. Which is surprising because I was in comp sci, as they used to call it. And you would think, you know, someone in a computer programming course would be good at math, but not this Cappy. Not this Cappy. I beat all the allegations. I got a convention done. Oh shoot! Sold some cards for my game and got a demo done. Now I am on break, on my break weekish. Oh, nice! Congrats! You know, that's really cool. You know, like you know, the convention experience is always like crazy, right? I have only ever tabled at one convention pretty accidentally. But you know, like it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like, you know, it made me go on this like search, information search. We went crazy looking up info about conventions and tabling at cons and stuff like that. And
Got one opportunity coming up.
possibly, yeah, right? Like, you know,
Maybe on the West Coast.
we may be on the West Coast pretty soon, because there might be a chance that I will be tabling at a convention at some point. So pretty soon too. We will see. We will see though. I gotta finalize all the info and all the other stuff, and then we will make the announcement at some point and stuff like that. But you know, it's kind of exciting. It's kind of exciting, you know. But yeah, you know, I'm glad to hear that, you know, your card game is doing pretty good, right? Like, you know, like I think for myself, I never imagined myself doing something as in depth as a card game. That's a lot of work and stuff like that. So I'm impressed by anybody who takes up that challenge. Because I know for a fact that if I had to make a card game, I'd be super lazy about it. I'd be like, okay, this is the card that wins everything, and this is the card that looks cool, and
That's
that's
what the
it.
creator of Yu-Gi-Oh did.
Yeah.
Zodia, remember?
Oh yeah, that's true.
The combo that wins everything.
Yeah, this is the card that wins everything. These are the cards that win everything, and then that's it. But yeah, it's been fun. Nice, you know. Well, I hope that in the future you will have more fun with this stuff and junk like that, especially, you know, if you decide to go to more tabling and convention opportunities and stuff like that, because again, you know, like it's an experience for sure. It's not for everyone. I know a lot of people are not the types to want to do the convention run, but you know, for you know, like I think it's worth trying, you know, for everyone who arts and stuff like that and wants to make it you know, a career, right? I think it's definitely worth. Yeah. This and the dating sim feel like a huge accomplishment, but I'm trying to work to change my life, hopefully. Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were making a dating sim. Are you using Ren'Py or any of the other softwares and stuff like that? Oh, Godot. Okay, yeah, nice.
You can't eat this.
The demo is up. Demo.
You thought I played on stream?
That's what I meant. Nice. Now I'm obligated to ask. I'm obligated to ask. Eagle, but is it
It's okay.
is it Twitch okay? Is it jalapeno spicy? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. It's comfy. Oh, nice. There are bikini skins at most.
But yeah, if we're allowed to play it on the demo, why don't you put the demo on?
Well, we shall see.
Well, I mean, you ask Lightning if you're allowed to play the demo on stream.
Okay, I gotta change some of it because it's like some of it is looking a little weird. Yeah, because I just realized like this whole section over here needs a little bit of detail to it because it's not looking quite the way the top portion is looking. Now, I originally put the line art over here in this section to be more like simpler because it's further away. And I think it's going to be a little bit blurred, but I don't want it to be so weird looking that everybody will think it's unscrupulously created, let's just say. Because some of this is a little bit odd even for my standards, so. Also went West Coast seller mostly, so chance I see eventually. You know, we'll see, you know? Yeah, cause like you know, we've been me and Mooney have been working a lot on stuff for possibly starting our own little business and stuff like that in terms of arting and stuff like that. So we've been trying to prepare a lot of different artworks and different products lately that we've been kind of designing outside of stream and stuff like that. And actually, I think I saw an email about one of those said products that we might have at some point. So we should probably check in on that when we have a chance and stuff, because you know, suppliers they be delivering as long as you order way ahead of schedule. But yeah, you know, like we're getting a little bit of a hint of what it's like to have to, you know, manage all this stuff on our own and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange, but you know.
Very excited.
Yeah, you know. That's pretty exciting, you know. Trying to get in on this now. Maybe I won't have to redraw that whole bottom frilly part because I did the upper parts much more like solidly, I guess, than the bottom parts here. But again, the bottom parts near the skirt and stuff like that are much further away from the viewer. And I'm likely gonna add like a slight blur to this area anyway. So like as it gets further away, I'm trying to be a little bit less detailed about it. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? So I already started filling in some of the skin color here, right? So I already started doing that. That's a little bit too bright though, as in terms of the color. I think I need that to be a little bit just a little bit well, okay, maybe that's a little bit too. There we go. Okay. it's a weird transition. Becoming a business as an artist, need a place with lots of eyes, need enough product. Hotel costs are awful, travel, and then needs to be consistent. Yeah, seriously, right? Like, I think I found that, you know, if you're lucky, you're located in an area that's already like pretty well traveled by a lot of people and stuff like that. You know, Happy Town is actually a pretty prime area for that sort of thing, right? Like, but the problem is like, it's also extremely competitive too because of that and stuff like that, right? So it's like, you know, but it does help. It does help to be located in an area where you can kind of easily set up shop, you know? LA artists got it good, you know? And yeah, hotel costs are like one of the biggest problems, right? Like, especially when you gotta travel somewhere, because it's not just the hotel cost, is also the food and you know, things that you need and stuff like that. And then on top of that, you gotta budget for the tickets and whatnot and things like that if you're attending a certain event and stuff like that. It can add up. It can add up super fast. Like, so, you know, I'm like, I'm still at the beginning of trying to get into that stuff, so I've been trying to stick more local in a lot of ways. So, you know, but by local I mean more in Bounty Hunterville than anything. Because again, Cappy Town is like horrendously competitive. Like, and it's super expensive too. Cappy Town be super expensive, especially for hotels and stuff. Venues really should require discounts for event people. Some I sold at did, but more should. Yeah, I have some friends who have like a year plan ahead already, and I'm like, what? Yeah, you know, like they're the ones that have been doing it, so they know. Like, and the thing is, like, you know, the way that they open the slots, right, for tabling at conventions and stuff like that, right? It's so hyper competitive at this point. Like, as soon as spots open for it, it's like almost instantly like, okay, we got enough applications, it's capped. It's really crazy how stuff like that happens, you know? Right, Coffee? It's really crazy, isn't it? Yeah, see, Coffee's agreeing. He's like, yeah. Yeah. Hyper competitive. Coffee agrees with me. But yeah, like, you know, we'll see how it goes. You know, I'm going into it right now with a positive mindset. But I also have to go into it with the realization that, you know, like, the first time I got a chance to table, I sold enough to cover the printing costs for that specific event, but I didn't really make up the cost for said attendance of said events, right? So it's like, it's kind of funny. Like, you just got to be ready for things like that, you know? Right, Coffee? What do you want? What are you barking at? You got your treat. You got your treat right there. Let me know when you post, by the way. I'm trying to share more artwork from people I know. You can DM me if you... Oh, nice. Thank you. Yeah, you know. Actually, what's interesting, with, speaking of posting, I've actually haven't been posting, so much on social media stuff, recently because of, all the controversy going on about the site formerly known as Twitter and stuff like that, and I've been trying to figure out my strategy for posting. on that site. Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, like, you know, it's not like I'm saying that I'm gonna quit Twitter forever and stuff like that. I mean, that's like unrealistic from my point, because, you know, ultimately it is the most well-traveled and well-used social media platform, right? But there's like an inherent like danger to posting there at this point, right? Because, you know, they're just gonna take your stuff and they're just gonna feed it into AI, blah blah blah. Yeah, right. People, please move to Blue Sky. You know. If only it was that easy to get everybody to move to Blue Sky, right? Like, I think, and that's the conundrum that I have. Like, I would love to grow my Blue Sky, and I would love to just post on Blue Sky, in the future, right? But it's also like, because, you know, like, we're all trying to promote ourselves and stuff like that. Like, the user base on Twitter is just too big to ignore, right? So it's like a lot of us are in this conundrum of, okay, do we move or do we just bite the bullet and do it? So that's why I haven't been posting. I've been considering my options. And as Coffee barks at the outer world, he too is considering his options. You know, it is that easy, but these pricks love drama, so they won't move. I just post on both. Yeah, I was thinking about, like, because it's not that it's impossible to post on both, right? Like, if you convert your art to QuickTime, not QuickTime, Jesus, what am I talking about? No, is it? I forgot. No, GIF. Sorry, I was thinking about. I thought 5 steps ahead by accident. But yeah, if you post your art as a GIF, it won't allow for it to currently be edited. Now, in the future, that might be different, right? But, you know, that's one way to get around it, even if posting as GIF is not ideal, right? Right, Coffee? Hold on. I might have to get Mr. Coffee something, because he's looking at me, even though he has a tasty treat with him. He's just looking at me like he wants something. So I will be right back. Hold on, guys. Right, Mr. Coffee? We're gonna go. You're bringing me over there? You're bringing me over to the trees? Where? Show me, Mr. Coffee. Show me. Where are you? Mr. Coffee, come. I have placated the coffee bean. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end up posting on both, I guess, you know, like, regardless of the ongoings of the drama, as it were. I think you know, like, ultimately it's kind of we're in just such a weird era of, like, you know, just interactions in general, right? Like, because it's like, you can post your stuff online on any of these social media platforms, right? But then it's like, you know, now with all this tech that's making it, like, editable in some ways, editable. Like, it's kind of weird, because it's sort of like you take the art out of it, right? This stuff is really dangerous, because, like, people editing photos of other people and stuff like that and things like that, like, I don't know, it's like there's something really, like, if I don't know, like, it feels a little bit amoral in a lot of ways, though I know a lot of people don't necessarily feel that way about it, you know. Some people kind of just are like whatever about it, you know. You know, I'm never gonna say that you can't feel that way, but you know, there's just something like really off about all the things that have been happening with all this AI stuff, as it were, you know. Okay, maybe I did need it to be that pasty white, I guess, because it seems that her skin tone is a lot lighter, but you know, it kind of makes sense. She is a ghost after all, you know. Let's see. Why are you still barking? I gave you a treat. Yeah, Coffee's being a little bit noisy today. I think you know, well, it's like he has his moments. He has his moments where he's like, ah, pay attention to me. For those of you who are pet owners, I imagine your pets also have their moments. Okay. Okay, skin tone. Skin tone done. Let's zoom into the face. So the face has multiple areas that are... Now, let's see. Okay, so normally these areas, right, are white, like the teeth and stuff like that, right? I tend to stay away from trying to do like a complete white a lot of times. It'll be slightly offset because nothing is really like so bleached white in reality. It's always affected by the colors around it, right? So I'm going for a little bit of a more minty white color there. Get it? Minty white? No. No, I know, that was stupid, I know. Let's see. What? Okay. That's not gonna work, so... It actually has felt like a while since I've colored seriously like this. Because as of late, we've been, me and Mooney have been collaborating on a lot of these projects together and stuff like that. And there are some projects where I will, that I'm going back to try to continue coloring those. But it actually has been a minute since the last time I've started coloring from scratch like this. So it's kind of like I'm rusty. Okay. Let me just set up all my panels correctly. Okay, so her eyes are like mostly blue. Her eyes are mostly blue, okay. So we'll just go with that for now. And then when we add details and stuff like that, we'll add more stuff to to it. Okay, her hair. Her hair is actually a whitish color, so I might use the same white color that I used on her eyes and her teeth there. But before I do that, what I'm gonna do is fill it in with a green color that's different from that, because I need it to stand out a little bit more so that I can see the little gaps and things like that happen. Because if I fill it in with white right now, I'm just gonna miss something. So we're just gonna go with green. Though this color of green makes her look like a different VTuber. Name withheld. It is she who shall not be named. And then yeah, you know, like after this project, we got the next one already sketched up and ready. So, you know, like I think my workflow is a little better than it was previously, but my output is still not as prolific as I would like it to be. We'll see though, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. Now, there's a lot of tools on Clip Studio that actually make filling in these colors easier, but some of them don't really work when I have a full gray background on it. I could just toggle the gray part off, but I also kind of needed to see these little gaps that happen and stuff like that. So I'm in a hell of my own making. At this point, anyway. And then the paint bucket is sometimes not great for filling in colors because it does leave gaps all over the place, which is why I got to go in again with a smaller brush and then just kind of like make sure the corners there are actually filled in. I'm gonna do some art while you art. Co-working? Yeah! Oh, actually that part is not supposed to be the hair color. That's another thing that gets me when I'm doing this. It's like sometimes I mess up and I forget that which parts are which because I'm so zoomed in, and I'm like, oh shoot, oh wait, that's not supposed to be that color. Whoops. And then what's funny too is when you start coloring it in, you can start to see how messy some of the line art is, right? So like I find that a lot of times when I'm doing this, I go in and correct a lot of the lines and things like that while I'm doing it. because there are definitely things that I miss when I'm doing the line art, just from the sketch part. And then there's like some parts that are like that have a gap that I don't want a gap, so then I fill it in little by little over here. Wait, how come I didn't hear that that hydrate? Was that from just now? Pumpkin, did you just hydrate? Yes, you did, actually. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that the notifications. My I guess my notifications are not working or something like that. But yeah, thanks for the reminder to hydrate. Like seriously, I'll sit here and dehydrate myself by accident. There we go. I will be a dehydrated Cappy by the end of this this stream if I'm not reminded to hydrate. But yeah, like after we do this, so right now we're going through some arting here. I'll probably be able to fill in a lot of the flat colors at least, and maybe do some of the detailed coloring today. I'll probably likely get to the eyes, like realistically speaking. That's usually where I get to after I get all the flat colors in. So I'll probably be able to do the eyes up, and then maybe add some of the simpler shading, as it were. It's not really shading, it's more like defining the volumes and the shapes on the body, but by using like simpler color, like shading colors, right? I don't know how to explain it. It's like, oh, I totally missed her ear there. Jeez. Okay, let's grab that. Let's make sure we're on the right layer. Let's fill that in. But yeah, after this will be a sketch of Zentreya that I've been working on for a little bit. I did the basic sketch, but I haven't put any details into it yet, right? But I kind of know what I want to do with that one, and because she recently got a Kamen Rider inspired costume as an alternate. And that's kind of crazy. That's kind of cool. I myself am an enjoyer of the tokusatsu shows from Nihon. So I do appreciate the Kamen Rider stuff. So I feel like I need to draw that. So originally I was gonna just kind of draw her in her basic costume, the basic normal costume that she had. Well, it was like one of her designs. I shouldn't say it's the basic normal costume, because she's had multiple designs for her costumes, right? So it was like her dragon with the tank top looking design, but I'm gonna pivot. Now. I have to draw her at least in the Kamen Rider style costume, if not doing a henshin pose of some sort. Something like that. I must do it. And then after that, let's see. I actually have to, speaking of artwork for art business related stuff, right? I actually need to do a piece of art, a promotional piece of art for me and Mooney's art collective, Cappy Buds. I actually have to do one for that. So that might actually be a project that's after this, because some of you might have seen. I know I haven't really like promoted the design all that much on this stream, but we do have a capybara girl. A design for a capybara girl that we purchased use of from the previous year and stuff like that, right? And like, I know that I haven't really done all that much with the design from my end, but I should actually draw some artwork based on that design. It's such a nice design. I think you guys will have seen me post about it, like at least on Twitter and on the Cappy Buds account, but over here not so much. But I need to do some kind of promotional artwork that features her. You know, we gotta use it. We gotta use it. So that's probably gonna be something that's coming down the line for this month or so. Now let's see what's here. That's definitely hair. But yeah, I'd like to get to that as soon as I can. And then we'll see what happens afterwards. I could, realistically speaking, I could probably also draw some of the Nikkei characters right now, but I haven't been drawing from Nikkei as of late, but I feel like maybe I should. Now, also, you know what? I just spotted something too that I need to fix with the line work. So over here, I realized that I did draw this. So her... There, okay. Because this area over here is where her armpit should be. And it's kind of like there's no separation from anything over here other than the fact that this line goes like straight through, and it probably should not do that, like, because I have to at least show where the muscle attaches to the arm and then goes where to the booba and stuff, so that it's a little bit more like what you would see. Oh shoot, what happened there? Oh, that... It wouldn't have such a hard line right there, but for now, and then... It's probably more like that than anything, right? Like, so let's just move all this out. Okay, so let's do this with the hair. Let's okay, I'm gonna fill in the hair with the color that it should be, and then I'm gonna do a layer where it's like the hair. What is this? The hair gradient, I guess it would be called. Get that soft airbrush. Ooh, okay. Forgot to clip layer to below, so maybe something like that. Okay, and then like most of this costume actually is like in a lighter white color, and then there's like the green color and brown. So it's like like predominantly her costume is like these three colors. So I think that's okay for me because it makes things easier for me. So oops. Go back. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the other parts that are supposed to be like that whitish color, where I'm just gonna fill it in with green first before I go in with the white parts. Except for this, the ahoge gets to be this white color from the start because I can tell. Everything else needs to be a little bit more careful. And then maybe if we finish our homework soon, we can go and pull gacha. Because that's what everybody wanted in the first place, right? Pulling gacha. Oh, of course. The vector lines don't want to cooperate with me right now. Ah, no. You stamp out one and then more come to replace them. But yeah, again, that's one of the downsides of using vector lines for stuff, because it's all calculated by the program itself, right? Like like Clip Studio does a really good job of following your line art and making vector lines of your line art, but then there are times when you erase it and you can see the issues, like you erase one part and then it's like thinking, and it's like, okay, maybe since you erased this part there's supposed to be a line over here, and it's like, what are you doing? Stop that. Yeah, and I'm going a little bit slower, like I mentioned before, because I'm just trying to make sure that I'm filling in everything and not leaving weird gaps where things go through. It's not as noticeable though when you have the gray in the background there, right? Like, so that's part of the reason why I also try to do the selection layer where I fill it in completely with the gray in the background like that. It's because with that gray in the background, it actually does a little bit to help mask some of those gaps. But I prefer to try to catch them and fill them in without doing that. But, you know, admittedly, that is one of the reasons why I have that in the first place. Okay, that's all the ribbon there, and then down here. Okay. And you really got to be careful with this stuff when you're trying to, like, make different merchandise with your artwork too, right? Like, let's say you're trying to make a sticker of this or something like that, and you send it off to a printer, and then, whoa, it's completely like, what the heck is going on there? I think I was on the wrong layer. Yep, I was. Oh, a lot of this is going to be in this color, so... Let me save first. Yeah, the part that sucks is that, like, as I do this, I gotta go in and fix certain things that I spot because, like, it makes certain things more noticeably apparent that I don't like. Oh, wrong color. I get my stickers on Sticker Meal. Oh, is that a service that you use? I unfortunately, since I'm in I'm in Bounty Hunterville, like I can't use most of the services from Freedom Land, right? But there is like a service that we use that's local to here that's actually really good with sticker printing and stuff like that. Like they did a lot of Mooney stickers for past the event. And they came out really good and stuff like that. But I should keep that in mind anyway, because it's not like I'm like when I'm in Freedom Land, when like let's say I go back to Cappy Town every now and then and stuff like that, right? Like, you know, it does help to have some of that stuff ship to Cappy Town as opposed to, you know, being completely confined to just businesses in Bounty Hunterville. And yeah, like I was talking a lot about the line work with some chatters all week and stuff like that, and it's like it's the one area that I feel like in terms of arting and stuff like that, that I think when it comes to doing line work, right? It's one of the areas where I would just like kind of went crazy with learning growing up and stuff like that. And it's because like I really liked the look of manga in those days. And then on top of that, like I was watching a lot of videos and stuff like that back in the day, back in the olden days, with artists who worked for the big two comic book companies, and like seeing how they did their line work and stuff like that. I just like really was into it. And it actually, a part of it too was the fact that it was like, you know, I mentioned to chat that I used a lot of colored pencils for coloring. But when I was little, right, I could not afford colored pencils. Like being able to afford colored pencils as a child cappy was like, man, that was not something that was gonna happen and stuff like that, right? So I focused a lot of my attention on pencil and paper, and then doing line art with pens of different kinds and stuff like that, right? That's kind of why I like have this like hyper fixation on doing line work growing up, and you know, like it just kind of was something that kind of stuck with me going into now in my adult era. So, you know, sometimes you kind of turn the misfortune into something useful. How did I do that? What the heck did I draw there? Okay, so oh, see, this is why sometimes though that line work gets me. I drew a line here to denote the separation from the neck area to the collar, right? But the collar actually ends for her over here, down here, in this section, not up here. That's so yeah, more corrections incoming. And that's just more stuff that's like hard for me to see outside of when stuff is colored, right? Like, oops, that is the wrong layer. Oops. Because this should come down all the way to there. This is colored in. That's erased. But yeah, that's kind of like the long and short of it, right? Like sometimes, like for a lot of people who do art, I know it's sometimes you learned your skills, you know, and then you just kind of come up with a way to do things because of the situations that you know we're in and stuff like that, right? And that was the situation for me, which is why I kind of like, I know that I still have quite a bit to learn in terms of line work and stuff like that, but it is a big reason why, you know, like I have such a hyper focus on this aspect of doing the art, and then like in other areas I'm like, oh no, what am I doing? And I also, once again, need to fill in more of this area. And this. Anything I missed? Let's see. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom in like crazy and check out all these parts here, because I believe there's like a ton of gap. Oh wait, that part is not white. Oops. She's got frills in all different colors. So the only thing that I do miss about the Cintiq that I was using previously is that I could just rotate the pen and use the butt of the pen as the eraser. You can't do that with the Huion here. You gotta actually like use some of the quick keys to change to the eraser. And as I was saying that, some of the quick keys triggered on me and just hid all my stuff. Yeah, sometimes I've also been having some trouble with the performance on this laptop. But the good news is that this laptop can run Monster Hunter Wilds now. So at least I got that. Though actually what's interesting today is the fact that I feel like I'm having less trouble with it while coloring. I had a lot of trouble with it while I was doing the line art, but it seems like maybe the vector layers put a heavy burden on this laptop, but once I get into coloring, it's definitely less taxing, which kind of surprises me that it's like that. I don't know. I would figure it like the line art would not be the part that heavily kills this the laptop, but you know, who's to say? Oh, you know what? That part is probably white over here. Okay. I don't really see it in the... Nope. I don't really see it in the reference, so I'm just gonna go with my gut. It is kind of funny, though, for a lot of fan artists out there. You know, like, this has happened to me. I don't know if it has happened to you guys, but when you do fan art and you don't have a reference that shows all the way around of the character, so you just kind of have to make it up. You just gotta kind of picture it in your own mind and be like, you know what? This is what it looks like. I don't care if it's not real. And then you post it, and then 5 minutes later, somebody drew a version of it that has the back somehow. They saw it, and it's like, you know what? Ah. Oh yeah, and I have to make the usual disclaimer. I am working through I'm streaming here using a OBS plugin that shows me personally the multi chat and stuff like that, right, for the different platforms here. Sometimes I don't see the messages from the other platforms that are not Twitch. So if I miss your message, I'm sorry. I don't mean to miss it. It's just sometimes like they don't come through on the plugin, and I don't know why it's like that. It's, you know, it's kind of annoying. Okay, moving downwards. Oh, okay. Yeah, a huge part of her costume is actually white colored. And I actually have to redraw this part a little bit here right now, because I just realized that this line is not there. All this, not there. Oops. I'll use that as the separator. And then get a line straight enough to look like it was always like that. And again, you know, like that's sometimes something you gotta do. You just gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta redo certain things, you know? It's not fun when you have to, but you know, at the end of the day, if the goal is to get this as best as you can, looking like the way that the character should look, you know, it's worth it. It's worth it to just redo things. And now I'm missing one of the buttons here, so I'm gonna do it this way. Just gonna copy it, paste it, and then move it. Because I originally had one up here. Oh shoot, what the hell happened just now? There we go. And then merge with below. Yenka, what's up? You're not late, you're right on time. Just like all the other Just like Gandalf says, you're here precisely when you meant to be, or something like that. I don't know what the heck the I don't know what the line was. I'm sorry. But yeah, how you doing? How you doing? We're just filling. We're just filling tons and tons of areas. But yeah, you guys never have to apologize for not you know, visiting and stuff like that. Like, I do appreciate when you guys do visit, but you know, don't feel bad about, you know, being quote unquote late, or you know, or anything like that, you know. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, these frills are not colored, and then it's all white down here. Okay. And just to kind of catch up those who just joined us, I am trying to color in Fantome Mint. And yeah, like, even though these colors are supposed to be white over here, I'm filling in with a different color to start so that I don't miss anything by accident. Because filling in with the white or extremely white colors, or bright colors, I should say, it makes things very hard to see. So I'm just making sure that it actually fills in properly before I switch the color. Yeah, we do have some coloring. Yeah. If you didn't notice the full image from before, I'll just turn it. I should have probably made this as a horizontal image. I feel like it's in this format that it looks the best. But, you know, we shall see. We shall see. Again, I might just release it in both formats and just let you guys decide which ones you guys like better. And when I fill in the colors, I just go around looking to see if there are any gaps in there that I have to fill in, like over here. Can't wait till you're done. I can't wait till I'm done either. There is a part of me that feels like I might have to redo the bottom of the skirt here to make it a little bit more detailed than the top. I think I kind of regret doing it a little bit more simply. Because just because, like, you know, like and again, it's not the focus of the image, right? So it doesn't necessarily need to be as detailed as the frilly parts closer to the person, but it feels like they're in a different style than the ones that are up further up on her. So like when the style is that different, you know, I'm just kind of like you know, mayhaps I don't want them to be that different. is what I'm trying to say. I'm animating something for a game right now. Oh, nice. Nice. That's really cool, you know? You guys are all working on such awesome projects. The only projects I want to work on are all kind of goonery. Let's just say. I'll fix that part in a moment. Say hello to Twitch for me. Yanka says hello, Twitch. Actually, because I have the gray color back here and I'm using like white, black, and green, there's a part of me that feels like it's a little like it's a little Hatsune Miku-ish right now. I feel like joining on Twitch, but it's so laggy. No, you could join on whichever one you want. That's why we have it set up the way that you know, we do. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Just watch from wherever is most comfy for you. You know. Okay, let's change these colors now to the color that we intended them to be. So again, like I do have like a white color that I'm adding to this, but if you kind of get closer to it, the white is not like a pure white. It's a little bit off-white and a little bit closer to greenish and stuff like that. And it's because like a lot of times when I choose to put white or black, right? Like even you see like the filled in black colors here are not actually completely black. Like if I zoom in very closely, you can see that it's like actually kind of a gray that's very, very, very dark. Like, and you know, like that's one thing that I had learned a while ago about when you use colors and stuff like that with specific to white and black, right? There are moments where you want to use the pure color, like pure white and pure black, but on a person it's rarer, you know. Like if it's like a piece of clothing with like a design on it and stuff like that, right? Like maybe you can get away with using them in their like, you know, pure white and pure black color, but it's rare because no matter what happens, it's going to be affected by the lighting and the shading in the background. So I always put it a little bit off. Let's see, where to now? And yeah, she's got a really nice design in terms of her character design and stuff like that. So a lot of the colors are really neat for her. Oh yeah, that's right. So actually, okay, so this is the weird part. That green color that I've been using to fill in the white parts is actually also one of the colors that's on her costume. So it's kind of funny that like I used it so much, and then as it turns out, it's also one of the colors that's largely present on her costume. So we're gonna use it again. Okay. Okay, I'm sure that there's no gaps there. I'm sure there's no gaps there. Maybe right over here. No, not even. Yeah, I always look into the corners where, you know, like I see like there and there. Those are the areas where, you know, you're likely to see a little gap where they didn't fill in. And another thing that I do this with like with a lot of the anime style characters that I'll color in, I do try not to use the most saturated version of the colors when I do this, when I do, you know, the fill-ins for the flat colors here and stuff like that, because when you add shadows and lighting to it, that brings the saturation up a lot. So, you know, that's why I'm kind of like, I'm kind of not trying to use like very saturated colors for the skin and stuff like that. Yeah, and then like later on, they have lots of bright colors, so yeah, exactly, you know, like, and you know, that can be too much. That can actually be too much. So, you know, like you start with a base that's like desaturated, and as you add the detail to it, it'll just bring it out naturally. Let's see, there's like this brown color that's like everywhere. Oh shoot, you know what? I forgot to check these areas here. Well, actually, you know what? It did, well, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I was gonna say it did fill it in all the way, but maybe not. But yeah, again, you know, like maybe in a little bit, we might do some gacha pulls. we might. It depends on how far I get with this. If I feel like if I finish, at least filling in all the flat colors, maybe, right? Okay, now for the brown parts. There's a gap right there. Okay. Where is the other side? Oh yeah, I didn't draw the other side. That's right. What the heck? And I missed something else over there. I'll get to it in a moment. I just spotted it. I missed something else over here too. And what is that white line there? Okay. So erase that and then go down here, get the skin color, go over here. Her bow looks so cute. Well, yeah, you know, like, again, you know, like I'm not specifically like a huge fan of Mint. I feel like though that I saw her design and I was just kind of like, oh, this is a really good design, and I just felt like, you know, like it was something that I should draw. It was just something I should draw. Sometimes sometimes that's all it takes, right? Like sometimes it's just, you know what, you saw something that you feel like you should just draw, and that's all it takes. That's so real, I do it too. Yeah, you know. That's how it be sometimes. You just like see something you like and you're like, okay, yeah, let me draw that. Also, Bard, you aren't the only DGen I'm working on, like, on a, like, Space MILF com. Are you now? Might have to inspect said comic later. Again, it's really cool that you guys, have all these, projects and stuff like that, right? Like, I need to get up off of my ass and catch up with you guys and stuff, because, you know, I have some ambitions of my own that I'd like to do. Oh, whoops. I did not have that selected. Hooray, yeah. Hooray for gooning. No. And then, you know, actually, there's a couple of details and things like that here that I think I messed up on just now. Hold on. Hold on. Did I pick the wrong... I'm looking at the wrong... I'm looking at the wrong... okay, so I am looking at the wrong reference. Luckily, it was not that bad. It was not that bad. I'm looking at the wrong reference. Because her costume has like slight variations from each other and stuff like that. So there's certain parts here that I messed up a little bit on. This already looks done. No, it's still quite a bit away from being done. And when I say I messed up on it, it's not that bad. It's not like, you know, unrecoverable or anything like that. But you know, I was looking at the wrong reference. Because again, she has like a version of her costume where she has shorter sleeves and a different collar. And some of the colors are slightly different from this version of her costume. where her sleeves are pretty long, and this color. That's why I was like looking at it and I was like, huh, I remember the colors being here, but for some reason they're not here on this reference, so I guess they're not here. And then like I just realized, oh, because that's the wrong reference to look at. Oops. Yeah, and there's some details too that I have to add back to the costume, because I realized that I didn't draw in the ribbons that are behind her, right? Because where this part of her costume connects, there should be like some bow in the back, and then there's like parts of it that are coming out. And also I just realized too that again, I was looking at two different versions of this costume. Oh man, look, talk about self-sabotage. Okay, so she doesn't have these buttons here on this version of the costume, so I gotta erase them now. Why do I do this to myself? The worst part about it is that I have both references up, and for some reason I'm not looking at the right one. I'm looking at the wrong one on a consistent level, and it's like but you know, this kind of goes back to what I was talking about, where, you know, you don't worry about making mistakes, and if you need to change something, go right ahead and change it. Don't worry about all this and stuff like that, because like ultimately that's why you work in this medium, right? Like that, you know, like even from an analog medium, like if you were drawing on pencil and paper and stuff like that, there are actually ways to fix your work that people have not really thought too much of doing. Like I know I didn't when I was little. Like cutting a piece of the paper out and then gluing it on top to make changes. Like stuff like that. It's like, it doesn't seem like that should be the way to fix it, right? But it actually is, and it works a lot better than you'd think. I'm lagging. Oh no. It's like Twitch is pretty quiet, but it's kind of usual, you know. That's the usual with Twitch. Yeah, now I'm inspecting this again because I'm starting to realize like maybe there are little details that I messed up and I need to correct. So as I fill in all these colors again. And then brown color. And then this green. But yeah, there are certain things that I actually forgot to add to this costume that I'm gonna have to draw back into it. and stuff like that, right? Which is okay, you know? Like, that's kind of what happens. These lines are actually my own interpretation of what's going on here. So pay them no mind. Because I just want to add some small details so that this is not just super plain and nothing else is there. I had to shovel the snow today again. Oh, what did you do today? Oh, I didn't have to shovel snow. I was mostly at work actually today, so for the most part and stuff. So the unfortunate thing with me is that like right before I stream, the only thing that I'm doing is just being at work. And then when I get off of work, I just immediately come and I start coloring or doing arts and stuff like that. That's why I drew it like that? Oh, geez. I corrected this for no reason. I corrected this part for no reason. There was not another button over here. And then I made that correction earlier because I was like, why did I draw it like that? Oh, because that's how it was before. It's supposed to be like... What am I doing? But yeah, like when I'm not arting, I'm most likely at work. And yeah, you know, my regular day job as an office cappy is not related to arts, unfortunately. Remember to give yourself credit for doing both. I mean, yeah, you know, like, I will say that it's like, you know, you just do what you got to do, right? Like we all do stuff because we need to pay the bills, right? For sure, it's all good. But you know, I won't lie. There are times when I'm at work that I'm just kind of like, you know, could be doing this. And I think that that's kind of a natural thing for a lot of artists, right? Like, you know, it's just kind of the thing that happens. Okay, this is the easiest part, the yellow part. The easiest fill-ins of this entire image. Oh, I gotta get rid of something. Did you eat anything today? I ate breakfasty stuff, right? So like, I ate a bagel. I ate some, like, what else did I eat today? I ate some, I ate a corn dog, and then, what else did I eat? I ate some cereal. This Cappy is, revealing just how healthy this Cappy be. To the person in Twitch, me too. You know, I don't have a job at the moment. Remember to oh yeah, you know, and it's hard too, right? Like, you know, like it's just tough all around, right? Like, you know, for everyone, you know, so it's like, you know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like the entire world is kind of collapsing when it comes to work. Like it's so hard to get a job these days that, you know, like I'm just very fortunate, you know, like I'm gonna say that I was just very fortunate. Like I had this job before all the troubles, and it just kind of continued to have it and stuff like that, right? And you know, I like, and Mooney knows I totally bitch about it all the time, but you know, like, I don't ever think of it though as like, oh shoot, you know, I wish I never did this. No, like I do understand that it totally makes it possible for me to afford to live where I live. So, you know, I only had half a job, just shoveling. But that's okay, you know, like, we all do what we can, and you know, hopefully things start to fall your guys' way, you know. Because you know, like, even if you don't currently work and stuff like that, there are things that you can do to you know, like for example, if you're like a really big artist and stuff like that, right? Like, or you're not like a really big artist, but rather you're big into the art stuff, right? You know, like then you spend the time working on that. That's all, you know, so that you make use of the time that you have, and you know, you're better off for it in the end, right? Yep, still working on filling in all these gaps. Just making sure some of these lines don't look that off either. Okay, what else? Oh, see this strap here on her thigh also actually has frills on it and stuff like that, and I actually did not draw those in. So I know the homework assignment this weekend is to draw in the things that I did not that I did not put in and stuff like that, right? Okay, silver parts. Oh, I drew the wrong ribbons in her hair. That's the wrong design. I'm gonna go get food. Hold on. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I actually drew the wrong ribbons in her hair. It's from the other design. I literally amalgamated these two designs into one. She doesn't even have the heart thing, the heart-shaped thing that I drew in the middle of her chest. That's the other design. Oh man. Ah. Oh man, and also the this strap clip over here, not on this design. It's not actually on this design. Holy. Oh man, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. So I know what the homework assignment is. I know what the homework is for me. And that is to redraw certain things. Okay. In the meantime. Oops. That's what I get. That's what I get for trying to rush myself through this project. I was actually trying to rush too much, and I got some of the details wrong. But I have to redraw certain things anyway. Like again, like she has a ribbon on the back of her outfit here that has like these more transparent looking flowy ribbony parts that come out of it, and I actually didn't draw them here. And then there's like frilly parts on the garter belt thing, the thing over here. So yeah. Well, at least, you know, redrawing those parts is not going to be that hard because it's actually me removing certain things, right? Because the hair ribbon here, I got to remove the heart here and then just redraw it so that it doesn't have the triangular spikes over there. And then remove the heart locket thing over here and then the silver strap thing over here. But it's okay, it's okay. So let me hit save here, and then let me do one thing before anything else. I think it's time to look at the eyes. Okay, we're gonna do the eyes at least today. Of course, of all the things for me to do. Oh, I feel so stupid. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm just gonna try to do the eyes real quick. And a lot of times when I draw like anime characters, now there's a way that that they have their eyes set up and stuff like that, right? And I do try to mimic elements of it, right? Because it's like sometimes the character looks the way they look because of their eyes and stuff like that, right? So there are moments where I will try to mimic that, but for the most part, I do add my own like look to most things when it comes to the eyes. So You want to see how I do the eyes? Yeah, well, you're here right on time. But yeah, again, you know, like there are definitely like specific ways that certain artists will do the eyes for their character designs, but there are definitely like elements that I will copy, and then other elements where I will be like, okay, you know what, I need to do it my way because I need it to be recognizable as something that I did. So I do try to do a little bit of both things, right? So like her eyes, for example, have like a very specific like look to them with this gray color. So that's why I'm trying to do it in a similar way. And then go like this with the darker color on the top. Yeah, because her eyes have like a specific gradient to them up here, and then it has like little elements to it that are like that are probably from the lighting effects on it. So okay. And then this is the part that, you know, I'm adding certain things from how I like to do eyes into it. I have to go for a bit. Be right back. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Oops. The heck. Okay, let's see. We can get that to mix a little bit. Oops, that's too big. I always forget what this is called. I think it's like called the limbo rings or whatever. I always forget. But yeah, they're the part of the eyes that in there that, like, hey, what happened to the stuff that I did on this side? What the heck? They disappeared. Oh no, wait, they didn't. They didn't. I'm just weirdly did not remember that I added those things. Okay. And then I'm going to airbrush the bottom of this with a little bit of different color. Probably should have done that first before I added some of those details there. And she does not actually have all this much detail in her eyes, like the way that I'm trying to do it over here, but I think it would just be nice, like, you know. Regardless of whether or not she actually does have this stuff there. And again, some of this stuff is also like me looking at the reference and being like, okay, so this is specific design stuff that's actually in the character's eyes. So I'm just interpreting it like that and making my own version of it in a lot of ways. So okay, eye shines. Need shines in the eye. Then again, I'll take some liberties to add elements to it that, you know, I often do myself. For my own arts and stuff. Let's see, pink stuff. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, I'm just trying to get more of the eye shines and stuff in there. And then, like, erase a little bit of it. Then this side is the other side. It doesn't really make sense that it's the other side, but I'm taking artistic license with this right now. So shiny, yeah. Sometimes it's all about the shine. And then she has like this sort of thing happening in her eye. Yeah, sometimes all it takes is doing the eye details and stuff like that, and you can kind of start to see where the image is actually going. Because then it's sort of like you could kind of see that it's where it's going and how it's coming together. Want to see how you render the face? You know, like, weirdly enough, with a lot of anime characters and stuff like that, like anime style characters, the face is actually the part that I render the least a lot. So it's like, it's kind of funny. It's like, but, you know, it really depends on the situation too. So, you know, like, especially with the way that the lighting is working in this image, we'll see how that goes. But I have a feeling that it's going to be not as detailed as like a lot of people would think. And then this layer gets clipped to not that part. Oops. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Oh, oops. Nope, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Back. Saying all the detail goes in the hair, you know? Yeah, you know, like, once you get the eyes in there, I feel like you kind of start to see it sort of coming alive in a lot of ways. At least, you know, like, from an art perspective, it's sort of like that. So, like, once you get that down, it's kind of like, oh, okay. It's coming along, basically, so... The look that I kind of gave her was like, you know, it's kind of intentional in a way because she's kind of a ghost. So it's like, you know, make her look a little bit more ghostly. Okay, chat. Do you think I finished my homework? Do you guys think I finished my homework here? I know her design does not necessarily have this, but I feel like adding it. Again, you know, like there's a lot of things that I will take some artistic license with. This is one of them. Maybe not that color, maybe. Yeah, okay. That color, okay. And she does seem to have a little bit of this sort of thing going here, but it doesn't seem like it's all that much, but I will probably add a little bit. And then her character design does have quite a bit of blush for whatever reason. So all the detail goes in the hair. It does. It really does. But yeah, I think that's about it for today, right? Like, yeah, I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. Anything more? Anything more here? No, I think that's it. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some things that I could do a little bit more of with this, right? Like adding little areas of detailed stuff. But for the most part, I think we've gone as far as we will be with this today. Add some of that pink to the tip of her ear. Maybe. No, yeah, I know. It's like I wish I could stay. I wish I could stay on and just continue doing stuff, but you know, like the unfortunate part is like I can't. But before I sign off for the night, though, there is one more thing that I did say that we can do. There is one more thing that I did say that we can do. So let me just make sure that she's lined up there. Before we go, let's see if this is doable with all the stuff on. Here, let's see. Okay, turning off the music for a second, and then See, I said in the beginning that if I finish my homework, then we can pull a gotcha. I said in the said before that this was gonna happen. So let's see how I do this. How do I do this? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Can you guys hear the game? Or maybe you can't hear it quite. Even if you guys can't hear the game, that's fine. That's fine. I think it's okay. Wait. Let me see if I can do this the right way. Because actually, you know what? I gotta think about for all of you watching from the vertical stream. Actually, like, is it gonna show up? Right. So, and Coffee's yelling at us. Like, Coffee's like, what? Wait a minute. He's like, what? Coffee, what's wrong? Don't you want to come pull gacha with us? Can you guys see? Can you guys see from the vertical stream? Oh no, I don't think you guys can. I gotta find the canvas. Oh shoot. So, okay, I guess I had to set it up before I went live on the vertical stream in order to show the game. Because I don't have the okay, this is me being a total boomer about this. I have no idea how to set up the vertical the vertical canvas for me to like, I closed it at some point and now I can't find it. Oh wait. Here we go. Found it. Yeah. I found it. Okay. So first I set up the game on my side. So first I go like this.
Thank you for the gift copy over here.
Oh no. Is that why who is Bark?
Maybe. One stay in the area with you, I guess.
Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna pull gacha. And then let's add first let's add a source for you guys too. There we go.
Are you gonna keep going until you get her?
Possibly. There we go. This is I did my homework. Now we're gonna pull gacha. But yeah, like it's always kind of suggested for a lot of people to use your resources for the banners that are not the limited banners, because the rate is higher on these banners, and then to save the pity golden tickets to for those special. No, Ego, don't snitch to Mooney. Actually, Mooney's right here. Because apparently because I'm pulling on one of the sexy ladies. That I'm being snitched on now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why don't you pull on sexy men, Bard?
There are no sexy men in this game, unfortunately.
There are literally two.
There are two, but they're not.
Three, maybe. Depends on time you but.
Yeah, you know. So Nomis, this is Goddess of Victory Nikkei. Okay.
Bard and got a wife.
Yeah, this game, guys. If you ever wondered, tell Mooney to gamble for you. I can, you know. But okay. So if you guys really want to know, and this is so serious, I'm not kidding. Like Mooney just said, this game is the reason that I'm married. This game is quite literally the reason I'm married.
2 years later.
Yeah, 2.5 years later, right? Right? And it,
In next month, that's actually going to be the anniversary of where we went.
yeah, right? So I guess it would be like 3 years at that point, right?
We've known each other.
Yeah, that we've known each other next month because of this game. This game is the sole reason why I am a married man.
Of all things.
Of all things. No, Yanka, to be honest, okay, so I met Mooney through this game. Goddess of Victory
You
Nikkei.
don't know who I am.
Hmm?
Who's Mooney?
I know. Like for some of the newer chatters here, don't know Mooney. Mooney is actually my partner in crime in our art collective Cappy Buds, and she is also as I just said, she is also my wife.
You got married when?
We got married in last August, actually. Yeah, so. But yeah, like we met through this game because I happened to actually start playing the Windows release of this game, and Mooney was already playing this game from when it started. And basically, what it came down to was the fact that she wanted to get more drops from Twitch. And she didn't understand that you could only get the drops once on Twitch. So she came into the stream when I was playing this game, and she kind of at the time, guys, yeah, actually I should switch out my model because at the time I was not using this Cappy model. Actually, I was using a different model. Let me switch real quick. I was using Biscotti. Yeah, the original model Biscotti. Let me remove the tablet so that you guys can see. I could always put it back. Delete this item. Yeah. So at the time, I was using Biscotti, who was the mascot for this channel at the time and stuff like that, right? And then like I kind of drew her, and the original version of Biscotti did not have such a big rodent sitting on her head. I drew myself quite tiny, and she did not spot it immediately, so she thought that this was another cute anime girl playing Nikkei, so she came into the stream. So effectively, I accidentally catfished Mooney. Yeah, no Mr. remembers Biscotti. But yeah, this is. You know what? It's only appropriate that we have Biscotti here to pull on Velvet. So Velvet's the new character that everybody kind of wants. Again, if you get like 200 of these gold tickets, right, it gives you a pity to be able to select the current character on the banner. I like to take the stance of pull on the regular banner, save gold tickets for the stuff you actually want. So I will pull on this. I have quite a few resources. Can't believe it's been that. Yeah, like it feels like we've been together for so much longer. To me though, like honestly speaking, it does feel like it. But
Or a bad thing. You're making yourself a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing, But no, Nomis said that they can't believe that it's been that long since that time. But you know what? We can't wait any longer. Here we go. We're gonna pull 10 on Velvet. Nice segue. Yeah. Here we go. What's this gonna be? What color? Oh my god. It's already gold.
Already a good sign?
Good signs, and we'll see. 2?
First
My first pull! streamer luck.
Everyone starts shouting, "We're here."
Gumba. Wow. I'm sorry, Eagle.
Confirmed, Gooner.
I may have to fight you. No, don't. No. No, you don't have to fight me. Mooney is good luck. This only happened because Mooney came into the room. Oh man, are you serious? I got her twice on the first temple.
You're rubbing it in his face?
No, I'm not rubbing it in.
What friend are you?
No, I'm not.
Real friends share the wealth.
I'm sharing, but I have to share with you first. I'm coming here. No, Eagle, no, please. No, I didn't mean to. Bringing an army, no. It's because I brought Biscotti back. That's why. We blame it on Biscotti. She caused this. Well, okay, that was the shortest poll session I've ever done. I don't min-max my characters. I literally only poll for one and that's it. That's good enough for me because I don't have the resources. Onto Uma. Wait, did it reset again? Because I polled pretty late into the afternoon, so I wonder if it reset again.
It reset yesterday, you mean?
Let me I'll check over here first, but let me put Velvet in here to get her leveled up. And then suppose okay, so oh, new trainees, huh? Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah, so as Mooney has told me that there are free 10 pulls on Uma Musume. I already used my 10 pull this morning, damn it. Oh yeah, Yenka, no problem. See you next time, you know? Like, appreciate you dropping by as always, and yeah, you know, like, have a great day, you know? But yeah, we're done with gacha pulls for today.
Not
Luckily. I didn't have to go broke polling today. So a lot of people have been saying that this new character that just came out, Velvet, right? She's actually really good for the Wind team. Because for some reason Wind gets every character that's amazing now and stuff like that. So she's kind of amazing for Wind teams. And what is it? There's a costume that you can get for her. There, and then yeah, apparently this is how snipers pose when they shoot their guns, okay guys? This is exactly how a sniper poses to shoot their gun. But yeah, like if you have like here, let's go into the squad. So let's see, let's just put together a Wind team here, right? So if you have Little Mermaid, Nayuta, let's see, Liberalio, Black Shadow of Scarlet. If you have those 4 characters, then all you need on the last slot is where'd she go? Where'd she go? There we go. Yeah, is Velvet. She's on the bottom of the list, right? And that kind of makes up your Wind team right there. I know a lot of people will put different characters in here, like who is it? Crown. Some people put Crown there. Some people put Anchor. What is this? The maid Anchor, right? Some people will put her there. But they do work. They do work to buff this team for sure. But if you're gonna do the Wind raid and you want all Wind, this is the team that you should go with, according to a lot of people that are a whole lot smarter than me. But yeah, you know what? That's it. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Don't tempt fate.
Yeah, don't tempt fate by continuing to go. I got my one, and that's it. I got my one. And yeah, this is it. This is what we did today. We finished. Well, we didn't finish, but we did all.
Color and we finished line art.
Yeah, we finished the line art for the most part anyway, and we did all the flat colors and stuff. And you know, this is coming along. The background is probably not going to be too special of a background when I get done with it, because just because it's like, you know, I do a lot of skies. I do a lot of skies, morning skies, night skies, whatever skies, right? You know, or something like of some sort of design, right? That's kind of what I was feeling like a design with the green and white colors and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, you know, like just to have like a cafe aesthetic. Otherwise, I would have just put a ceiling from a cafe that's abandoned, and that's just dreary as all hell for this, because yeah, she's a very happy person, so we can't have an abandoned cafe. But yeah, you know, thanks again, guys, for dropping by. Like, super appreciate you guys always hanging out with me. Let us see what's going on elsewhere. Let's see what's going on elsewhere. Let's see. Who is on right now? I see a bunny. I see some people playing certain games like Warframe. I see, what else? I see of another rodent of unusual size. I think, you know what? Let's pay a visit. Let's pay a visit to, well, actually, no. We've already paid a visit to her earlier, last week. So I think maybe we shouldn't just keep going. But we can visit the bunny, because we haven't seen that they are playing Return to Moria. Is that a new Lord of the Rings game? Damn, I didn't know that they were still making those. But yeah, that's cool. It's cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid into Aluria, who is playing a Lord of the Rings game. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
How do you know Lord of the Rings?
Huh? It says Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria. Yeah, but yeah, I'll see you guys here next Tuesday. I'll probably have done the edits to this image, and then we'll just continue coloring it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. And yeah, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Here we go. Rating now. Yes.